guys, it's Andy. So today's video is going to be a full face of all of my drugstore favorites. I did do a video a couple weeks ago that was just my regular current favorites, like drugstore and high-end. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, I will have that link down below. But yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing how to obtain this makeup look at all drugstore prices, then let's just get on into it. Okay, so once the cat ears are on, I like to go ahead and start in with my eye makeup. We're going to prime our eyes with the NYX Glitter Glue. This is my favorite all-time kind of shimmer shadow primer. It works very, very well. It's comparable to the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. It's basically like, it's supposed to be for glitters, but it really makes sure that your eyeshadow sticks. So once we have that on, we're going to go in with our eyeshadows next. And my favorite eyeshadows from the drugstore are from CoverGirl. They are the TruNAKED palette. There's 4 of them now. I only have 3 of them. But nudes, goldens, and roses. And I think today I want to go in with roses. So I'm just going to take this white cream shade and we're going to set the eye primer. But I'm only putting this white cream shade really in my crease because that's where we're going to blend shadows the most. I still want the middles of my lids to be tacky, so when we go in with that shimmer shade later. Now we're just going to take this kind of matte pinky lavender shade in this palette. It's the lightest matte besides the cream shade. And we're just going to blend that in as a transition color. If you do have a fairer skin tone, this will obviously show up a lot better on you. Just because I have a really deep complexion, it's kind of not really showing up all that much. But it's okay because it's really only acting as a transition shade. So once that is all blended out, we're going to go in with the darkest matte shade in the palette, which is just this shade right here in the middle. And we're going to put that right in the crease. The one thing I will have to say is with these shadows, they are really powdery. They're a lot like Loreal's formula, but that also means they are so beautiful and soft and they blend out super duper easily. So I really don't mind the fact that they're kind of powdery. Once you have that crease shade laid down, let's take the darkest in the palette right here and we're going to put that in the outer V. Now we're just going to take this rose gold shade right here. It's really, really pretty. I'm just going to take that with my finger and we're just going to go ahead and tap that all over the lid. And I'm just going to take a brush and blend all of those out. For eyeliner, I'm going to go in with the Jordana Cat eyeliner, and this one is the 01 Black Leather shade. And I really, really like this eyeliner. You have to get used to the applicator. The formula itself is really, really good. We're going to come back to eyes later, but for now we're going to go ahead and do our face makeup. So I'm just going to take the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation and I'm going to take the L'Oreal Blend Artist Sponge. When I hauled this, I'm an idiot and I was like trying to make it all fancy, like Blend Artiste, but I just realized I probably sounded really dumb. Anyways, I love this sponge so much. It's definitely the most comparable to the Beauty Blender that I've found. You guys know I tried the Eco Tools one. The large one was good, the small one I did not like. But this one, you guys, is just so nice. So for color correcting, you guys know I love my JCat Beauty Color Correcting Spectrum palette quad thing. And we're just going to go in with this orange shade and we're going to put that underneath our eyes just with our finger. I love these color correctors. They're so good. I usually use the Pure Cosmetics Hydrogel Lift underneath my eyes before I put any concealer or color corrector on. But because that isn't drugstore and because I don't have another alternative for it that I've found yet, I'm not using it in this video. Alright, you guys know the drill. What's my favorite concealer of all time? That's from the drugstore. Ding ding ding. The Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles. The love I have for this concealer is like no other. I reach for this way more than most of my high-end concealers because it's just so good. Okay, so now that concealer is all done, we're just going to go ahead and set it. I'm going to take the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. I did use this for my weekly makeup picks, and it's okay. The only loose drugstore powder I have, people say it's like the Laura Mercier one, but this one's even more drying. Like, my under eyes, literally the life is sucked out of them if I leave it any longer than like right now. So I literally just put it on and now I'm going to take it off. Because if you leave it on for any longer than that, it's going to settle into fine lines and wrinkles like crazy. It's going to emphasize them and make you look like a dried up crepe. So now we're going to go in and set the face. I'm going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte. You guys know I love this. It doesn't really set your foundation, but I find this foundation lasts a pretty long time already, so I don't need a prolonging powder. Just really quick, some really good powder options from the drugstore that are like face powders with like pigment to them and not translucent, if that makes sense, are the Maybelline Fit Me powders. The matte and poreless ones are my favorites. They are so good. I've got 2 shades in here. I've gone through about 3 of these and they're so good, so just mentioning that. For my bronzer, we're going to go in with the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster in the shade medium to dark. There is a little bit of hard pan on this specific product. I don't know if all of them are like that, but you just gotta swirl your brush in there a bunch. And I don't have a drugstore contouring product to try for you guys or to show you guys. For my blush, we're going to go in with the Milani Powder Blush in the shade Romantic Rose. I love this. It's a beautiful mauve color, and it'll go really well with this makeup look. So, alrighty, now for highlights, we are going to go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlight Powder in the shade Precious Petals. And we're just going to take this kind of densely packed contour brush, and we're just going to buff that all along the face. You really have to kind of work it and buff it into the skin, but once you do, it's kind of like a glow from within. It's not like you actually have a stripe on your cheek, which I really like. For eyebrows, we're going to go in with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definers. I have 2 shades, and I love these even more than my Anastasia Brow Wiz. So we're just going to go ahead and fill in the brows. We're going to go back to the eyes really quick. I'm going to take the Rimmel Scandal Eyes Kohl Eyeliner, and we're just going to pop that on the lower lash line, waterline, whatever you call it. Now we will take the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow. This is a pressed pigment formula. It is so good. I talk about them all the time. They're my favorites. They literally last all day, and this one is in the shade 888 Ice Latte. Take that on my finger, and I'm just going to pop that in the center of the lid, which I probably should have done right after I did my eyeshadow, but you know what, it's fine, it's fine. And we're also going to pop this in the inner corner. For mascara, you guys know, talk about it all the time, Maybelline Lash Sensational is my favorite, and why am I holding the eyelash curler like this? Of course, you guys know me, this is in the waterproof version because otherwise my lashes will fall and be a disaster, so. And finally, for lips, I don't have any liquid lipstick formulas that I like from the drugstore. I tried the Milani ones and I absolutely hate it. They are so drying. So another lip product from Milani that I love is just their regular liquid, no, not liquid, their regular lipsticks. And one of my favorite shades is in the shade Teddy Bear. So this is their Color Statement lipstick. And yeah, I'm just going to pop that on. Alright guys, so this is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all of my drugstore favorites. I really do believe in all of these products. They are so good. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! So today's video is going to be a full face of my, sorry, I had an itch. Ow! I do want to try the, oh shoot. Whatever.